Alright guys, Rooster here in Tennessee. This is a customer video, pre-shipment video. One driving four, and I have not done a video on one like this before. This is a 42879Cs with a 454 driver transistor. At least I don't think I have done a video on one of these before. But this was pre-ordered. Gentleman bought a 100 amp power supply from me and bought the 5-pill. The 5-pill took a little bit longer to get here, but he's been real patient. Hasn't really bothered me. He just texted me a couple times. So hey man, what's the status? And lo and behold, his amp has showed up here. So we're doing a pre-shipment test, as we do on all amplifiers that leave here. They are thoroughly tested before they leave. So that being said, 35 to 40 watts PEP, 10 to 11 watts average going in. We're going to dead key about 2.5 watts into it. We're supplying this with a 90 amp power supply with 14.5 volts. That's taking it real easy on the 2879Cs. And the little 454 driver is a tough transistor. This should be a real workhorse amp because of the nature of it. So you've got four 2879Cs, which are being driven very lightly by the single 454, and then the single 454 is also a very rugged transistor. So out of all the 5-pills that I've done videos on that I've had come through here and test, I might be leaning a little more towards this one. I mean, I like all of them. They all serve their purpose, but I might be leaning a little bit more towards this one if I was buying one for myself. Just my preference. But there you go, 5-pill, 454. Let's see if we can take a look at the back. There's your remote jack in the back. If you ever want a remote for it, all Fatboys come standard with the remote jack. So we will test the average output, peak output, and see how much it's drawing. And then I will turn this back to 12 o'clock. And then turn it all the way back to nothing. Personally, I always run them wide open myself. That's just me. If you wanted to bypass this variable, you would actually see the power of the amp come up just a little bit. So that being said, let's test it and see where we get. So we got a 1,000 watt slug in here right now. Average power first. Peak kit is not on. Of course, Bird 43P, nothing but the best. Audio, 100 watt dead key. Audio, 350, 340. Talk normal. Now average power is not very responsive to just talking normal, so you'll see it bounce around a bit. But still talking close to 300 watts average power just talking. Audio in 340, 350. We throw our voice, we might see it come on up. Which I don't have much of a voice right now, so that's working against me. Hello. See there, you just get the right audio into it, and average power responds to the voice tone a lot. So 350, 360 with the right tone. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to PEP, peak power. We'll start out with the audio, then we'll talk normal. Audio. So about 890 to 900 watts on the audio. Now we'll just talk normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Breaker 19, breaker 19. It's the breaker 19 hotline audio. 800 watts just talking. Now, we'll come over here to our variable. Like I said, I like to run these wide open, and I'll be transparent and fair with you guys. I don't care whether it's X-Force, Dave made, Fatboy, Hopper built, 123 Chicago, whoever built it. Personally, I have not had the best luck with variables myself. I don't know what it is. I tear the things up, okay? People buy amps off me, and they never have problems out of them. But that's just me speaking. If I don't run them wide open, I end up having trouble. So, my preference, run them wide open. Cut them back if you have to. But like I said, I don't care who built the amp. I've had every amp built by every amp builder out there, and whatever reason, I can't keep a variable going for myself. Other people run them, no problem. Sake of the video, let's test it. Peak power, halfway open. Now you can see our dead key went down to nothing. We'd have to readjust our dead key on the radio, but audio, there's about 700 watts. Now we'll come over here, we'll go to 9 o'clock. Audio test 1, 2, 3, audio test 1, 2, 3. About 600 watts. All the way down. Audio test 1, 2, 3, audio test 1, 2, 3. About 500 all the way down. Now I will give you some advice on variables, and maybe this is why I had trouble in the past. I will say I haven't tore one up in a long time. But a bad habit to get into with a variable on an amp is to key up the radio like so. You key the radio and then you start dialing it back. Don't do that. You know, I've been told, and from my experience, that really wears these variables out. Adjust it, unkey, turn it back, key up, see what you're doing. If you need to turn it back some more, unkey, key back up, see what you're doing, and do it like that. Don't key up your radio and then start turning this while you're keyed up. From what I know, that's extremely hard on the variable, okay? Just my 2 cents, my word of advice. So we've seen what the amp's doing, 350, 360 average on the audio, talking around 300, talking 800 peak audio and almost 900 peak. Let's see what it draws. Now keep in mind, our radio is going to draw a couple amps itself, not over 3 amps. We're running the amp and the radio off the same power supply, but this will give us a good idea what we're looking at here. Audio. Battery, oh, we're killing it, overload. I was like, what the heck, thought my battery was going dead. Duh, 40 amps, we're drawing way more than 40 amps. Audio. 58 amps is the most I saw it draw. So again, don't believe these crazy things people tell you. Oh, you got to have 100 amps to run one of these. No, you don't have to have 100 amps. I recommend a 100 amp power supply, a 100 amp power supply, to give you guys some headroom. And if you want to upgrade or something, you know, you're not in trouble. With a 100 amp power supply, you should be able to run one of these all day long, 7 days a week, however much you want to, and never have problems. Again, this amp is sold. I can get more of these. This was a customer pre-order. He had already paid me, and like I said, it took a little bit longer to get it than I'd wanted. But anyway, he's going to end up getting a nice solid amp out of it. And as always, we like to test them before they go out the door. So there you guys go. Single 454 driving Four 2879Cs. Good running amp. As a standalone amp, it's a great one. Excellent driver for like a 16 pill. If you want to get a 16 pill, make a great driver for it. Questions, comments, complaints, let me know. Shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Rooster in 10. Check out the website, roostercb.com. See you, bye.